Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and thanks for being here. Today I am going to be showing you how I made my special Asun puff puff recipe. Guys, this one is a must try and I hope you love this recipe because this one is really dear to my heart. So without much ado, let's get right into making this one. I have here some goat meat. This is some frozen goat meat that I had in my refrigerator. I'm going to season with onions, garlic, some of my favorite spices and seasoning which I'll be listing in the caption, some crushed chilies, and of course I'm going to add a little bit of water to give this a head start because this is frozen meat. I'll cover this and put this on the stove to let this simmer. Now we're going to make the puff puff at this time, so I'm using a little bit of the sugar that I'll be using for the puff puff. I'm going to add that into some warm water and I'll set the rest sugar aside. I'll add in some yeast. I'll mix that up and cover this and set aside in a warm area for 5 minutes. Now into my all-purpose flour, I'm going to add in the rest of the sugar, salt, and I'm going to mix this up. Now after 5 minutes, let's see, we have activated the yeast. Now this is ready to be used. I'm going to pour this mixture into the flour mixture and I'm going to mix this up. As you would do your regular puff puff, guys, mix this until it's smooth. And you can add a little bit of more warm water if needed. I'm going to put all of these measurements in the caption. Now there, the batter is smooth. Now I'm going to cover this to let the dough double in size for about 1 hour. Now let's check on our meat. This is ready. I'm going to take this out of the liquid and set that aside. Now when the meat is cool, I'm going to carefully debone. It could be difficult to debone depending on how much bone you have on your meat, but be careful not to injure yourself. I'm going to cut this into bite-sized chunks like this. And there I am done. So now I'm going to put this on my baking sheet. I'll let this roast in the oven for say about 20 minutes. I don't want it to be too dry. Now let's check on the puff puff batter. It has doubled in size, so it is time to fry this. I'm going to be using a small scoop spoon to scoop this into the oil. Now one tip here, if your batter is sticking to the scoop spoon, you can dip the spoon in water and then it's easy for you to grab the batter and put in the oil. You can also use your hand if that is more convenient for you. Now when this is brown, you're going to turn to the other side when one side is brown, and then you're going to take this out of the oil and set that aside. Now I am going to be blending some bell peppers, habanero, and onion. I'm going to blend this to a smooth consistency. We're going to use this to make our sauce. Now this is how it will look. Now we're going to chop up some green bell peppers for flavor and garnish. And also we're going to chop up some onions. Now the goat meat is out of the oven. This is a great color, guys. It's not too brown. Now to your hot pan, you want to add some oil. Saute your onions. And then you want to add in the blended peppers. Add in a little bit of tomato paste for sweetness. Now this is optional. If you don't want to add tomato paste, that's fine. Give this a really good mix and then you want to add in your seasoning. Mix and cover this for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now at this point you want to add in the chopped bell peppers and 1 spoon of that goat meat stock. Mix that and let it simmer open for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now I'm scooping some of the sauce out and I'm going to set that scoop aside, and I'll add in my goat meat. Give this a really good mix to make sure the goat meat is coated with the sauce. And next up, I'm going to be adding in the puff puff. I'm going to pour that sauce that I took out over the puff puff like this, and I'm going to mix everything together. Now mix this up until everything becomes hot, and guys, you can serve this. It is so delicious, guys. It is different and it's giving party vibes. You can have this for a mini family party, or you can just make this and enjoy this on the weekday or weekend, however you want. If you like this recipe, please don't forget to subscribe for more delicious recipes from me. Thanks for being here. Enjoy!